Willie D Live.
What's up, family? I want to show y'all something, especially you youngsters. Y'all come on in. This is Julio Foolio, rapper Julio Foolio. 4 men were just found guilty of first-degree murder in his death in June 2024. Julio Foolio was a Jacksonville rapper who was murdered in Tampa, Florida. Now, the defendants were charged with first-degree murder, premeditated murder, a conspiracy to commit first-degree murder, and 3 counts of attempted second-degree murder. All 4 were convicted and are now facing the death penalty. Every single one of them. There was a girl also involved, and she was convicted of manslaughter back in October 2025 for her role in tracking Julio Foolio from his Airbnb to a Holiday Inn on June 23rd, 2024, where they opened fire. Now, that's for you young ladies out there who think that you can get involved and not be involved. She tracked him. She led them to him, and she ends up getting 8 years in prison. Some say it was 15 years, but then I looked again and it said 8. So now, guess how they caught him, family? Prosecutors utilized surveillance video, cell phone records, and DNA. They thought that they were going to get away with killing this man because they had on masks. Well, they only had masks on part of the time. Surveillance video captured them in the store without masks, going in and out of their houses without masks. One of them got caught trying to wipe the car down in front of his grandmother's driveway. They got them all, fam. I mean, just a plethora of evidence all over the place. Look at the sentencing, because the sentencing is revealing. We tell y'all all the time that trouble is easy to get into and hard to get out of. I was told the same thing, and unfortunately, I had to learn the hard way myself. Thankfully, I didn't do anything as stupid as these guys did and get my head knocked off. They're done. Their lives are over. Now, if you don't care anything about your life, you don't care about having kids and being able to raise your own kids, if you don't care about being able to go out and party when you want to, or, build a legacy, hey, well, this information ain't for you. You can be just like these guys that I'm about to show you. You can be just like them. You too can be a convicted felon facing the death penalty. All you got to do is want it bad enough. Yeah, man, you ain't got to listen to me. Yeah, you ain't got to listen to me at all. Go do what you want to do. Yeah, go ahead on and keep bad company. Yeah, don't pick your friends carefully. Go do whatever the hell you want to. Disrespect authority. Do whatever you want to. You ain't got to listen to your mommy and daddy. Do what you want to do, man. Just go do it. I can guarantee you're going to get everything you're asking for. Yeah. These dudes thought fat meat wasn't greasy. It was funny when they were doing it. That's how they was doing it. Boy, they had they had military combat weapons. Just spraying bullets everywhere. One of them had an assault rifle that captured the bullets. So when he shoot them, they wouldn't have any shell casing on the ground. Yeah, but none of that stopped them from getting caught. See, anytime you do something wrong, you're always going to leave some evidence because you're in the wrong. It's always going to be the evidence left behind. So anyway, fam, they were smiling, they was laughing, they got their revenge, it was happy, it was all good until that verdict came down. Check it out.
Murder versus Isaiah Jermaine Chance. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1. Victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. Did the state of Florida prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant was a member or an associate of a criminal gang during the commission of the offense? Yes. Did the state prove beyond a reasonable doubt the defendant committed the crime for the purpose of benefiting, promoting, or furthering the interests of a criminal gang? Yes.
Youngsters, pay attention to the expressions on their faces. Watch their body language. Look how defeated they are. That's going to be you if you out there acting up. If you out there doing all of this ignorant shit, if you got there grabbing them guns and indiscriminately just shooting people, that's going to be you. So get used to it. Take a look at it. Look at how defeated he is. Think about how happy you be when you be out there wilding. Now think about what it's going to be like when you get caught up, because that's the look you're going to have on your face. I've seen dudes cry in prison when they get that time. They be cool. They come out of that cell room. Yeah, man, going to sentencing today. Man, they be in good spirits, be thinking that maybe they'll get a decision going their way. Man, they come back and they quiet, so you already know how it go. They quiet, they go sit on that bed, lie down, man, just cover their head up. Damn covers, sheets soaked, pillowcase soaked in tears. Yeah, that's when it get really real. Look at that look on his face. You think he was looking like that on the night that he killed old buddy when he was open fire? I can guarantee you he didn't have that expression on his face. And look, and every single one of them after him gonna have the same look on his face. And I don't want to hear nothing about any one of you super tough guys who say, well, that wouldn't be me. Look, it ain't gotta be you. You ain't gotta have that look on your face. You still gonna get that time and you still gonna do it.
State of Florida versus Sean Andre Gathright. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 2, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of conspiracy to commit first-degree murder as charged. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 3, victim Xavier Edwards. The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser-included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 4, Gino Norris. The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser-included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 5, victim Camilla Bentley. The defendant is guilty of attempted second-degree murder, a lesser-included offense. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally carry, display, use, threaten to use, or attempt to use a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant personally possess a firearm? Yes. During the commission of the offense, did the defendant actually discharge a firearm? Yes. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 6. The defendant is guilty of tampering with physical evidence as charged. State of Florida versus Rashad Trayvon Murphy. We, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged. In the state of Florida versus Davion Rashad Murphy, we, the jury, finds as follows as to count 1, victim Charles Jones. The defendant is guilty of first-degree murder as charged.
Now, here's something very telling. This is extremely telling. From the jurors to the judge, to the prosecutors, to the lawyers, all of them would be considered weak in the streets. But guess who got the power? All of those that we consider to be weak in the streets are the ones who are locking up the tough guys in the streets. They got all the power now. See, you ride on the weak in the streets. But see, when they end up in that courtroom, it's people that in that courtroom that you will mop the floor up with. But they mopping the floor up with your ass. And you ain't got a chance in hell. You can't fight. Because they whipping you with the system. You can't beat the system. And that's what a lot of us just don't get. We don't get that. And you need to understand something else. A lot of times, these people that are working within the system, they're working those jobs for payback. Some of them go into those jobs with the sole intent of locking up Black and brown people. They want them out of here. So when you walk into that courtroom, you're pretty much wasting your time hoping that you get mercy from people who were hired to show you no mercy. These are people who went to school with the idea of becoming law enforcement or a member of the court to do their part in population control. Yeah. You ever notice the biggest and the baddest dude in the neighborhood? He's so big you can't even put the cuffs on his wrist. He that big. But you'll see a dude that's a whole foot shorter than him, escorting him through the courtroom, escorting him into that cop car. You ain't bad as you think you are. You ain't as tough as you think you are. They got a cell for you, baby. They got a cell for you. They got a defense table for you. They got a bullet for you. They got a shank for you. They got a mortuary for you. They got a casket for you. They got a cemetery for you. And they never run out of any of the above. Y'all be careful out there. How many more warnings you gonna need? The evidence is all around you. No more talk.